Hey everyone, my name's Amy and today I've got a recipe for you all. We're making whole wheat, high protein vegan waffles. This is a really simple recipe and I think you're gonna love it. So let's get started with our wet ingredients. First thing we're gonna need for our wet ingredients is 1.5 cups of plant-based milk. Here I'm using oat milk, but you can use whatever type you like. Next, we're gonna add in 1.5 tablespoons of date syrup. If you don't have dates or date syrup, you can always make a syrup out of raisins as well. Next, we're gonna add in 3 tablespoons of applesauce to replace the oil that would normally be in a recipe like this, just to make it a little bit healthier. And finally, to add some good flavor, we're gonna add in 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now let's set that aside and get ready for our dry ingredients. To start off our dry ingredients, we're going to blitz about 1/4 cup of oats in a blender or food processor in order to make oat flour. After we're done making our oat flour, we're going to put 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour into a bowl. Next, we're going to add in the oat flour that we just made. Then we're going to add in 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoons of cornstarch, and finally, our star ingredient is 1/2 cup of vital wheat gluten. This is where we're gonna get all of the extra protein from this recipe. Gluten is the protein that's found in wheat and can actually have up to 23 grams of protein in a full cup of it. Now, this recipe is not gluten-free because of this, but I will be working on a version that is gluten-free. After we add in the star ingredient, we're going to add in some cinnamon or pumpkin pie spice like I'm doing here. You can add just about as much of it as you would prefer. It really doesn't mess with the ratios of the recipe. One thing I forgot to show myself adding is 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds. This is going to help bind everything together. Finally, we're going to mix all of this together. But you want to make sure that you do not overmix the recipe. It's okay if you have lumps in your batter. You're going to want to make sure that your waffle iron is coated in just a little spray of oil or water if you want to try using that, just to make sure that things do not stick. Now, once your waffle iron is nice and heated up, you're going to want to add just enough waffle batter to the bottom of your waffle iron to make sure that it's just covered. You don't want to add too much because this recipe also has a tendency to expand a lot and can spill over the sides. Now, once you have your waffle batter in there, close it up, flip it over, and cook it for 2 to 3 minutes. And finally, it's time to serve. top this with whatever you like on your waffles. I personally like date syrup and fruit. Alright, so I really hope that you enjoy this recipe. Let me know if you make this recipe down in the comments section. And I hope that you always remember to love God, eat greens, and get moving. See you in the next video.